Hey guys, today we're going to be celebrating America because it's the 4th of July. Yeah, I know. So today we decided to do a little something for the 4th of July and review a 4th of July kind of related type of movie. What 4th of July kind of related type of movie should I review? Well, there are movies out there. Some say I should review the movie Independence Day because that's what 4th of July is. But I think that can be easily said than done. So, what I decided to review is a related thing called The Sandlot. We know what The Sandlot is, right? Yeah. The Sandlot is a 1993 drama, comedy, baseball type of movie that's fun to watch for many kids and adults. So, is this movie anything for the holidays? Well, that's what we gotta think about. So let's talk about this movie and yeah, let's get started. Our first topic is, of course, the characters as well for cast members in the movie. So we should really see who is in the movie for the time. Yeah. Our first star is our main character, whose name is Benny. He's played by none other than Mike Vidar, who isn't much in the most roles. Okay, he was in the Mighty Ducks franchise for Disney, but that was really it. He doesn't really have any other performance besides The Sandlot, and it's good for the performance because he is a nice kid in the movie, as we got mentioned in the movie. He's the main member. He's the leader of the Sandlot, who actually has a fun time and is there for everybody. It's good. Who's our second main character? His name is Smalls, who's killing us. He's played by Tom Gurry. Again, not in many other famous movie industries, because, that. He did make an appearance in Black Hawk Down, but that wasn't really much to the other stuff he was in, because the other stuff he was in isn't memorable than his awesome performance in The Sandlot. And then we have our youngster here who we all try to enjoy, whose name is Squints. He's played by Chauncey Lepardi, and yeah, another character with not many performances. However, some of you may remember him for making an appearance in the third Sandlot movie, or maybe even that appearance in Casper, yeah? He plays Squints, who is just a he's young, he's cool a little bit, and he, does have a, crush on a girl named Wendy, for some reason, who is, like, way too old to actually want to marry or date. Anyway, we then have the good old who's the mean one in the group. Forgot his name. Anyway, he's played by Patrick Renna. His character's name I remember now is Hamilton, probably. He isn't in any other movies except for The Big Green and anything else like that either. But still, the character in this movie, he plays a dick kid who talks rude to some people and likes to be the one who can mess up. But he has that famous line though, that famous quote, "You're killing me, Smalls." He says that like a lot in the movie, and I like that a lot. It's a fun line, and for a movie like that, you can enjoy it. So, who's our next character? Simple. It's our famous Alan, played by Marty York. That's basically the only movie he was in. He had no other movie except for The Sandlot. Then there's Timmy, played by Victor DiMaria. He has kind of related for any movies. You probably can think of him in stuff like Dennis the Menace show, Cool as Ice. Turner and Hooch all over in the company, but really the Sandlot what he was doing it for. He plays that kid named Timmy who's just there to be a member. And then we have good old Tommy, played by Shane Obidimexki. Tommy again doesn't do much in the movie except just be a member of the Sandlot. Not much. Some people don't really know him for any movies. He did have his role in Cop and a Half and this movie called Martini, but we can't always know in those movies like The Sandlot. Anything else for the performances? Will we have our final member of the Sandlot, whose name is Bertram. He's played by Grant Geltz, who is apparently in not any other famous movie like The Sandlot. Is that all members? Yes. Is there any other famous people in the movie? Well, guess what? There is. Did you know that James Earl Jones? Yes, James Earl Jones. You got that right. James Earl Jones. Yes, James Earl Jones. Yes, that James Earl Jones. I'm talking about that James Earl Jones, yes. Yes, that James Earl Jones, you're right. Yes, it's him, James Earl Jones. Yep, it's him. Yep, him, James Earl Jones. He has an appearance in the movie. In fact, it's so easily made that he, literally, you don't see him until, like, the end of the movie, and you think, right when you see him, it's like, holy crap, it's James Earl Jones! My life is completed! James Earl Jones, Darth Vader, is somewhat perfect for all of this. All of us adore James Earl Jones for everything he's done to us. Is there any other characters I should mention? I should mention maybe the narrator, David Mickey Evans, narrated this movie. Pretty simple, you know. Oh, and we did get a small reference of that famous baseball player, Babe Ruth, as in the movie mentioned he's a famous baseball player. He got mentioned, and they even found someone to dress up like him so he can look familiar in the movie. I guess that makes sense and all. But hey, it's fine, really. It's perfectly fine. Because let's be honest, though, the Sandlot, they're all there for personal reasons. Benny is there to be leading the group and do all that stuff. Hammy is there to be a jerk sometimes. Squints is there to be the cool kind of kid and all. Smalls is there to join the Sandlot because he's like the latest one to become a famous Sandlot. Yeah, is not really famous for the Sandlot, but still there. Timmy is there just to get crazy for the Sandlot. Tommy is there to do whatever he wants on the Sandlot. And Bertram is there for personal reasons on the Sandlot. Is that all those people in the Sandlot? Wait a minute. Oh, I'm missing somebody out. Kenny, played by Brandon Adams. I'm sorry, I forgot about him. He's actually let's say he's the forgettable one in the Sandlot. He's not in his character isn't in many movies except like the Mighty Ducks maybe. Anyway, we got all those characters out of the way. So now we have all that. What should we talk about now? Well, I'm going to have to talk about the story and see how fun it is to think about. The comedy, I think the comedy can be described in a couple words. Less, but still best. Does it have good drama? I say it does have good drama. See, the drama for the movie isn't really mentioned much because it's about kids who join a group with Sandlot as baseball team, and when they grow up, they get jobs. Then we actually see a real baseball team go on for all of them, and they even have that famous dog thing, the Beast, that we'll talk about later. Let's get to the story now. The story of the movie is actually described very simple compared to any other baseball movie. So we get our kid Smalls, who who is not very good at baseball the first time we see him. He joins the Sandlot, and all the kids just hate his performance because he doesn't know as much about baseball as the other kids do. The only person who actually appreciates him is Benny, who taught him for baseball so he can learn, and so does his dad, because his dad actually has a baseball signed by Babe Ruth. So, but eventually he got good at baseball, and actually everyone started appreciating his performance. They all joined the group, but there is problems with the Sandlot. He has to know. The first problem is that there is a top fence that has a beast on the other side. What's the beast? It's a dog, a very very bad dog. He literally chews up everything that goes. They throw baseballs, and some of them can land into the yard, so the beast grabs them and eats them all, and he does all that stuff. So they have to keep buying one every time. And then eventually, they have a camp out for, Sandlot reasons. We then cut to, give me a second. Sorry about that, some shit happened. Anyway, we then cut to them getting another baseball, and we then meet Squids, who has a crush on Wendy for some reason. I don't know. Is it because she has glasses? It's because she has long hair? Because she's older? All we know is that he thinks she's beautiful. Kind of just random. Anyway, we then just see them going back for the fields and all that, and we see their special tradition going to the water pool. They go to the pool every day. You swim. Basically, they all just are there to swim except for Squints. He's just there to see Wendy because she's there. We don't even know. You see, I wish I knew why. All we know is what. We don't know why. Anyway, Squints does the thing that we all tried because of this movie and dived into the pool and sank so she could save him and kiss him, and then he got kicked out. You see, this is the thing here. All of us remember this scene as we were thinking, this would be fun to do. But it turns out they actually told us that that's what would happen, and that's why you shouldn't do it, because that's just fucked up. I like that a lot. Anyway, we then see them do all that stuff. They go to a amusement park, and they actually try some tobacco things to eat while they're going on the rides. And they went on one ride and threw up them, which is just gross. And no one else was questioning it. It was just that. The next thing happens. They go to the baseball field, and it turns out they need another ball. And when Smalls accidentally said he has a ball, they told him to get it, and he actually got the ball signed by Babe Ruth. And guess what? You're never going to believe this. This is surprising. It fell into the field. No crap. It fell in the field. So they had to find ways to get it. For that, they just have to find the baseball, sign Baby Ruth on it, and put it there. At that point on, they have to find a way to get that ball back. Solutions? Trying to get it without going through the woods and getting the beast to kill them all. They keep trying their decisions. All of them, of course, fail, as eventually their final situation works about. So they finally get the ball, but then the beast actually escapes. So the beast eventually comes out, and we have a big chase between the beast and Benny. They run throughout the entire, every player, every place. It goes on and on, which is nice. Until finally the fence smashes him down. So nobody wants to save him, but Small saves him, and then the beast actually becomes a good person, Yeah, just save him, and then the beast won't be so sad anymore. I like that. I kind of like that. They then finally meet the guy who owns the beast, whose name is Mr. Myrtle, who, you never get guessed this, is James Earl Jones. Ha 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 ha. Tells him about the ball signed by Babe Ruth, and that means he is screwed. But he finally gets that ball back where it belongs, and we then see the fact that all the kids have finally got their careers of whether it's going to military school, whether it's designing things, they all go in their separate ways. As the baseball game happens and all, they all have the memories. The Sandlot becomes a big memory to this day. Oh yeah, I forgot. You know what's funny? Quinn's married Wendy, who has 9 kids. Even though Wendy's probably already an adult, Quinn still married her. Weird, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, that's the Sandlot, and what do I think about this movie? I think it's probably a awesome movie to watch. It is so much fun to watch. Watch it if you don't have to. Watch it if you want to. You better watch it, okay? It's the 4th of July, for God's sake. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it besides Independence Day. I don't think you should all watch Independence Day. Watch this movie. Thanks for watching, okay? Happy 4th of July. I think I've had enough.